Hello and welcome to Hanamade. In this video I will show you how to make schnitzel or řízek. I'm Czech and we call it řízek. Good luck with that pronunciation. So all you need is some pork, cutting board, knife, tenderized or salt, and then you need 3 plates, one with flour, one with eggs and milk and breadcrumbs. And then you need a good quality frying pan and some oil. If you have lard, even better. I do save lard from bacon and the schnitzel makes huge difference. But let's practice the word řízek. So when I'm making řízek, I have big chunk of pork, or you can use already sliced pork. This is definitely better quality. There are places you can buy it quite inexpensively, especially when it's on sale. The big store where you pull out stuff out of boxes. Wink, wink. So you need a very sharp knife, which my knife actually failed. So I take out a whole chunk of meat. I'm trying to use only my left hand for the bloody stuff, right, and bacteria, and my right hand should be clean. I cut the pork into slices about a ½ inch. I'm still going to tenderize them, so they will be in a thinner, right? So I'm trying to show you from different angles, basically, what piece of meat you are trying to make. Actually, traditional, I think there is something about large piece of řízek, large piece of meat, satisfying, and it looks kind of makes you feel rich, whatever. Men eat with their eyes. I mean, we all eat with their eyes, so bigger the better. However, I do like small řízek, small pieces that are crispy and fried, and you kind of can grab 2 or even 3. So what you want to do, you want to tenderize the meat because you are basically frying just for a few minutes and you don't want to make sure that it's well cooked. So this is probably my biggest piece, and you will kind of see how I will even struggle a little bit wrapping it up. I also like small, so by the way, you can put salt on it before you tenderize it or after. Some people put salt on both sides. I just do one because I do think there's plenty of salt already, and anybody can add salt if they wish to. And then, so first plate is flour. I actually this time tried a rye flour just because I had it and it tasted really good. And then in the second plate or bowl, you will have eggs and a little bit of milk to kind of dilute it and also add special crispiness. And in the third bowl, I put breadcrumbs in. I like plain breadcrumbs. However, we use some Italian flavorful ones my husband bought, and I didn't want to ruin Christmas over it, so I didn't say anything negative and I used it. As you can see, my plates are sort of medium size, so I definitely kind of struggle with the really big piece, right? To make sure it doesn't overflow from my plate. Now I'm very artistically going to move towards my frying pan. So I already put oil in, I already turned on the stove element, and I just put few breadcrumb pieces to see if it bubbles up. It means if it's hot enough and it's going to fry. You should always make sure that the oil is really hot, right? So it doesn't burn or stick to the bottom. So I show you one more time quickly, and you will see how much easier it is when I actually have small pieces of pork, right? And how much easier it is to wrap it and work with it. The other advantage is that it is much easier to have 4 or 5 little pieces on the frying pan rather than 2 big ones. I think I find it just kind of more practical and convenient. And I think my biggest trick is the fact that if you have people over, sometimes they don't want to overeat, especially around Christmas time, so they are just satisfied with 1 or 2 pieces. So for parties, for events, for cookouts, sorry about my back, I messed up totally that camera. I actually was planning to make řízek, oops. I was planning to make řízek and I just totally forgotten to turn on the camera. So now, I don't know if you can see it properly, but basically my aim is to kind of have that little bit of golden color when I fry the schnitzel. So the breadcrumbs turn kind of gold. So it's raw side on one side, and this is what you want to achieve. A little bit of gold and kind of a little darker on the edges, but definitely not burned. What you probably, hey shush, I have a dog here who is very hungry. what you will find out that usually the first load on the frying pan doesn't work as well. The pan is not hot enough, but the second one is usually fantastic. When when we make bacon, I save the fat and I use it on schnitzel, and you will definitely taste the difference, right? Oil doesn't taste the same as lard or fat from bacon. So if you do make lots of bacon, save the oil and then make řízek on it. So this is basically repeating the same system of wrapping the řízek. It's very good idea to involve kids. Ever since my kids were little, they always helped in some way. So we eat řízek and potato salad for Christmas, and I think it's very enjoyable for kids to kind of chip in a little bit and be excited. So one important thing, so now I'm basically, the second part is fried already. I think you see on the left side I have kitchen towel. It's just when I work with raw meat, it's good to wipe my fingers in. I know I should be washing them, but well. And just be careful so it doesn't catch on fire, right? So here I'm making another schnitzel and I'm waiting for the oil to be really hot. Do you see that? The first breadcrumbs I put in, it didn't bubble, and now it bubbles. It means the oil is nice and hot. And this is it. This is the final schnitzel or řízek. We love it. It's a very popular meal and we eat it with potato salad, mashed potatoes. I also want to show you this. That's one way to consume it, the Czech way. So you grab two pieces of fried bread. You can toast it, or you don't have to. And then we put mustard on it and řízek right in between. And that's a fantastic old-fashioned snack for workers in the field or people traveling for small trips. So I'm glad I shared this with you. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you like my ideas, you can follow me on Instagram or on Facebook. I have a small group. Thank you for watching, Hannah Made.